Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Gretchy. I just wanted to make this quick video to review our C and G7 chords and to do a little play along with our two strum builders that are part of the book that I would like you to practice this week. So just as a reminder, you always hold your ukulele against your belly, strumming with your right hand thumb, and your left hand fingers are the fingers that are pushing down on the strings to help you make the chord. So first we're going to review the C chord. So I'm going to take my third finger and put it on the third box on string number 1. The string that's closest to the floor, remember, is string number 1. And as we get up closer to our face, string 2, string 3, and string 4. So string 4 is the closest to our face. String 1 is the closest to the floor. So you push down that third finger in the third box to make your C chord. Let's strum that together 4 times. Ready? Go. Good, let's do that again 4 times. 2, ready, go. I want you to do that as many times in a row as you have to feel comfortable playing the C chord before you move on to the G7 chord. Once you feel comfortable doing that C chord, then go ahead and try the G7 chord, which we'll go over right now. I want to show you where your fingers go first. Your first finger, that's your pointer finger, is going to go on box 1 on string 2. So your first finger goes on box 1 on string 2. Your second finger goes on box 2 on string 3. Second finger, box 2 on string 3. And your third finger goes on box 2 on string 1. So I'll say that again. Your first finger goes on box 1 on string 2. Your second finger goes on box 2 on string 3. And your third finger goes on box 2 on string 1. And push down nice and strong with that left hand, because remember, otherwise the notes don't sound as clear. So let's strum this G7 4 times. Ready? Go. Good, let's do that again. 1, 2, ready, go. Excellent. So now what I want to show you is how I'm going to get my fingers to go from the C chord to the G7 chord. So I have my third finger here on the third box on string 1 for our C chord. Now these two fingers I know are going to have to go here and here, and this finger has to slide back. So I'm going to kind of have these fingers ready to go, so that after I strum the C, I'm going to slide my finger back and push the other 2. And then I can slide my finger to the third and go back to C. And then I slide back. I want you to do that a bunch of times too. Try to practice going back and forth between C and G7 so that this way you're really, really comfortable. And if you have to, play the C and give yourself a few counts before you do the G7. And then you go back to the C. Even if it takes you 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds to change to that G7, take your time until you get really, really used to your fingers moving back and forth. So what I'm going to do now is just a play along for the two strum builders, and I'm going to go nice and slow, and you're going to practice these when you feel comfortable doing the switch from the C to the G7. So you can save these for later in the week. You don't have to do them right away. Take your time with these. So if you look at Strum Builder number 1, starting out, you're going to play your C chord 4 times, and then switch to your G7 chord, and you play that a total of 8 times before switching back to your C chord for 4 times. So get ready with your C chord, and we're going to go very slow. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to switch. 2, 3, 4. Play it 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now switch back to C. 3, 4. Excellent. Baby strums number 2. You play your C 4 times, then you go back to your G7 4 times. Then you go back to C for just 2 times, and then back to G7 for just 2 times, and then back to C for 4 times. So this one's a little trickier, so I'm going to go a little bit slower. Here we go. 1, 2, start with C and go nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now G7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to C. 2. Now G7. And then C. Excellent. So like I said, save playing, starting out and baby strums until you feel comfortable switching from the C to the G7. And even if at our next lesson you're still unsure, we're going to do a review at the beginning of each of our lessons, just reviewing where to put your fingers and doing the switch. Because a lot of the songs moving forward will be using just those 2 chords. So by the time we start singing and playing these songs together, you will be pros at doing the switch from C to G7. So go slow, take your time, and have fun with it. And let me know if you have any questions.